Hey, Steve Stine here. Thank you so much for joining me for my 10-minute rock licks lessons, where we're going to be looking at different fun and creative rock licks that you can use in your playing. If you like this, please do me a favor, like and share and subscribe to the channel, and check out my guitar courses, namely my guitar course Rock Licks, over at guitarzoom.com. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, in this lick, what we're going to be learning is an arpeggio that works really great over two different very useful keys. It works over C major and all the relative modes of C major, which would include, for instance, A minor, which we play in a lot. And it also works really great over G major, which also includes the key of E minor, if you know anything about your modes. And if you don't, it's okay. But C major is a very common key for us. A minor is a very common key. G major is common. E minor is common. So sometimes it's nice to learn licks that are really multi-purpose, where we can really use them in different places. So let's take a look at this, and then we'll talk a little bit about what it is and how you could use it. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing this arpeggio idea. I'm playing 3 to 7 on the 5th string, and then I'm playing 5, 4 to 7, 5, and then 3 to 7 again. So it's very shape-oriented. Now you could pick this any way you like. What I do is I do a hammer-on here, and then 2 downs, upstroke, 2 downs, and an upstroke. But again, whatever works for you. You might do hammer-ons on any of the strings that have 2 notes, for instance. And that's okay. Execution is whatever's most comfortable for you. Now, if we look at the notes that I'm playing, I'm using C, E, G, B, D, E, and then here G and B again. So if I think about the C chord itself, I'm playing the C, E, and G, which is the root, the 3rd, and the 5th, and then I'm playing B, which would be like the major 7th, and then D, which would be like the 9th. So it'd be like a C major 7 add 9 arpeggio. But to be honest with you, I'm not really worried about that. I'm just looking for something that sounds interesting and colorful and feels comfortable. What I want you to notice too is that I'm playing 2 notes on this string, 1 note on this string, 2 notes on this string, 1 note on this string, and 2 notes on this string. So it has a nice flow to it. It's comfortable for my fingers to approach this, you see? And then what I do is I just think, okay, so if I was playing this over, for instance, a situation with a C chord, I might come off of that, into something that emphasizes the C chord, right? Whether it's the note C or something else, maybe the E or the G or something. And if I was doing this and I was going to solo over an E minor chord, for instance, or excuse me, A minor, because we're in the key of C. You see, so then I might just target my exit, if you will, to an A minor. Now, if I was playing in the key of G, then we look at these notes. Well, I've got G, B, and D, okay, which is my root, 3rd, and 5th of G. But I've also got C and E. So let's think about that. Well, that would be C, D would be the 5th. So we're looking at adding the 4th and the 6th, or often referred to as the 11th and the 13th, around that chord. And again, if you don't know your theory, don't worry about it. My point is that all the notes still function just fine over the G major chord and the relative modes. So if I was playing over G, I might do this arpeggio and then come out of it. Into something that kind of, represents the G or emphasizes the G. If I was playing over an E minor chord, then I would try and target something, again, that sounds a bit more like it connects to the E minor. You see, the big thing is that, back when I was younger, I always thought like the only thing you could really do was if you were on a C chord, you'd play a C arpeggio, right? And E minor, you'd play E minor arpeggio, and there's nothing wrong with that. But oftentimes what happens is you're just looking for, again, a unique sound, a unique color, and you're not always worried whether everything actually connects all the time. You're just looking for something that sounds interesting. And needless to say, at some point you need to make a connection that you know, if it's a G chord, you need to make something that connects to that G. But oftentimes we call this superimposition, where we're superimposing an arpeggio idea that maybe isn't that exact arpeggio, and it just sounds cool. So what I want you to do is I want you just to explore this, you know. If you've got a looper or something like that, or find a backing track, you know, just play a C chord and just explore that sound. And of course, you don't have to play the whole thing. You might just play a portion of it, you know, over A minor or whatever it might be. So hopefully that helps you. Please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like and share the video, and make any comments below if you have any questions about anything or anything like that. And check out my guitar course, Rock Licks, where we talk about how to use licks over you know, various musical situations, and other guitar courses that I've got, and they're all available at guitarzoom.com. So take care, stay positive, and I'll talk to you soon.